believe we've started. Welcome, everybody. I'd like to call the meeting to order at 5:04. And I would like to, with great respect and humility, to acknowledge and honor the lands of the Snuneymuxw people. The Snuneymuxw people maintain their profound, unique, and spiritual connection to the land through ageless traditions, teachings, stewardship, and expressions of reciprocity. Do I have any additions, deletions, or changes of order? Great. I'm going to open up the chat bar on here. If anybody has any comments or questions, please post in the side chat bar. Okay, seeing none, can I get an approval of the agenda? Moved by Trustee Keller. Trustee O'Neill, were you trying to say something?
I said so moved.
Oh, okay, and seconded by Trustee O'Neill. Great, so the agenda has been approved. Moving on to new business, 6.1. Our chair, Charlene McKay, is away today, and so I will be reading the motion put forward in new business in 6.1 today regarding a letter of support for the Rotary Bowl track replacement. So I'll read the motion. That the Board of Education of School District Number 68, Nanaimo Ladysmith, write a letter of support to the City of Nanaimo with respect to their application to the Community Economic Recovery Infrastructure Program for the track replacement at the Rotary Bowl. I'm going to say a couple of quick things and then I will open it up for discussion. So first of all, as we know, the Rotary Bowl is located behind NDSS, sitting near beautiful Mount Benson, originally named to Tuxton by the Snuneymuxw people. This Rotary Bowl is well used by School District 68 students, staff, and surrounding community, and includes years of zone and district track and field events. Our district, for example, partnered in the 2014 Summer Games held in Nanaimo, with the Rotary Bowl being a central location used for the exciting games. The Rotary Bowl is surrounded by an artificial turf, baseball field, and aquatic and ice centers. Supporting the City of Nanaimo's application to continue investing in this unique space is crucial in our community's ability to host local, provincial, and possibly international events for the years to come. And if passed by the board, this motion would allow our board chair to write a letter of support on behalf of the board to the city supporting this application. And I apologize, I realized I started reading there and I didn't ask for a seconder on this motion before doing so. Is there anybody who would like to second this motion? I believe Trustee Stanley. Okay. We're going to go with Trustee Stanley seconding the motion. So I just read some opening comments there. Apologies for the mix of order. Is there anybody else who would like to make any comments or have any questions around this motion? Okay, seeing none. Can I have, okay, apologies. We have Trustee Berzovich who has a comment around the motion.
Just a quick comment that I think this is a great idea. I really appreciate that we have this opportunity. I think it will be beneficial not only to the district community, but the community as a whole. So I think this is a terrific project.
Great. Thank you, Trustee Berzovich. Any other comments or questions? Okay. I'd like to call the question then on the motion. All those, anybody who is opposed to the motion, please post in the chat bar. Okay, seeing none, the motion passes unanimously. Thank you. Moving on to 6.2, and I will pass 6.2 over to Trustee Stanley to bring forward a motion and for discussion, opening discussion.
Thank you. I would like to bring forward a motion about, just looking at the specific wording, about the Yellow Point Trail that is being worked on and proposed by the Ecological Society in Yellow Point. And so I will just get to the actual motion that I did just send to everybody's email. And I'm hoping you've received it. And I'll speak to the motion after I move it, that the Board of Education of School District number 68, Nanaimo Ladysmith, write a letter of support to the Yellow Point Ecological Society in support of their Yellow Point Trail project.
Great. Can I get a seconder for that motion? I see Trustee Higginson has seconded the motion. Thank you. Go ahead, Trustee Stanley.
So I'm going to speak to two things. One, this is a slightly different motion than what was in our package, and I just want to explain that. And then I just like to motivate this motion. The reason of the slight change is simply because I want to ensure that we're making a statement about support of the project, not just in their one specific grant application at this time. So I'm hoping that we can write a letter that they can use for multiple grant applications and throughout their process. And that's the only reason that the motion has been altered. I have sent forward information to other trustees. Briefly, the Ecological Society is working towards creating a series of paths or multiple paths throughout Area A. And they are hopefully going to work on separated bike paths that are offer a safe and alternative route for our youth to school as a side bonus. I mean, that's not their sole intention of creating these bike paths throughout Area A, but the paths do connect all three schools that are in Area A, and specifically goes past along the road of Cole North Oyster, which is an area that we know that has some safety issues. So if the Ecological Society is successful in their work with the CVRD and the RDN, and in seeking a variety of grant applications in creating this path, I think it would be of huge benefit to our schools and increasing the safety of our students to be able to engage in safe and active routes to school. So, briefly, we know that there's, besides the physical health benefits of riding your bike or walking to school, there's lots of educational benefits. Kids that ride or walk to school or come to school better prepared to learn and be able to concentrate and focus, and there's fewer behavioral problems associated with that. So I think this is a really great project, and I hope we're willing to lend our support to their efforts.
Great. Thank you, Trustee Stanley. Are there any comments or questions around this amendment, around this motion? Apologize.
I have requested to be on the speakers list to move an amendment.
Oh, thank you for clarifying. I wasn't 100% sure on what. Yes, absolutely.
Just that
Trustee Higginson, go ahead.
Yeah, it's just that we add, I sent it on, that we add to the Yellow Point Ecological Society and the RDN into the motion. If I have a seconder, I can explain why.
Can I get a seconder, please?
I can second that.
Thank you, Trustee Berzovich. So seconded by Trustee Berzovich. Go ahead, Trustee Higginson.
It's just that as well as the Yellow Point Ecological Society, the RDN is going to be part of this, a major part of the project. And I've heard from the area director in the RDN that including letters of support to the entire RDN board is important on moving this project forward from the political side. So I think that it's important for us to have a letter that goes both to the Yellow Point Ecological Society to support the project and their work on it, but also to the RDN to let them know that we think it's important.
Thank you. Are there any discussions or questions around the amendment on the motion? Okay, seeing none. Anyone opposed to the amendment to the motion, please post in the chat. Okay, seeing none, the amendment passes. Okay, so now I have a comment by Trustee Higginson around the motion.
Sorry,
go ahead, Trustee Higginson. No
Thank you for deciphering my big typo. I just want to speak in support. Trustee Stanley did a good job, but I think it's also, I'm wondering if there's not something else we can do, which is with North Oyster, there was the transportation review report that I think would be, it doesn't speak directly to this particular issue, but speaks to the nature of how dangerous it is around that school. and provide some suggestions and solutions. And it might be worthwhile to provide, if staff says it's okay, I know there might be proprietary issues, but to provide that report to the RDN or the Yellow Point Ecological Society or whoever wants it as another level of support for this. I just wonder if that's a possibility.
Is that a question, Trustee Higginson? And if so, who would you like that question referred to?
Someone from staff who knows the answer. I don't know who.
Staff? Thank you.
Through you, Madam Chair. So certainly I don't think there's anything confidential or proprietary about the work that's been going on in that area. So be happy to hand any information that we have on. And in fact, I'd be surprised that our partners don't have it, at least at the RDN. So
excellent, thanks. Can I just have a quick follow-up?
Absolutely, go ahead.
Just, one more point I want to say about this is that, not only is it important for North Oyster, but it's really important for all of our Cedar schools. My son walks 4.3 kilometers to high school every day, and he passes 12 streetlights and has no sidewalks. And I think that's, something that we often forget about down here in the little country that we live in. We have, even within our own board, we have some inequitable busing situations around this. So I think that the more we can do to push for safe and active routes to school, there is a courtesy bus if he wants to take it. But, I have a kid who loves walking and self-propelling himself to school, which we know is great for all sorts of reasons. And about 4 months of the year, I'm not sure it's going to be safe for him to do that because of the lack of safe access to school in this area. So yeah, I think this would be really beneficial both to the students of the school and to the community in general. So thank you for bringing it forward, Trustee Stanley.
Great, thank you, Trustee Higginson. Are there any other comments or questions on the motion? Okay, seeing none, Trustee Stanley, did you want to make any closing comments on the motion?
No, my internet's terrible. And besides, I think between my comments and Trustee Higginson's comments, everything has been said.
Great. Okay, seeing no further comments or questions, I'm going to call the question and ask if anybody is opposed to the motion to please state in the chat bar. Okay, seeing none, the motion passes unanimously. Great, thank you very much. And that is all. Can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting, please?
Trustee Barron, sorry, can I just add something? Sure. When those letters get crafted, I think it would be beneficial to both of them for us to say that they were passed unanimously. I think that would be helpful in showing the exuberant support for both of these things. Thanks. And I'll move to adjourn.
Thank you, Trustee Higginson. Can I get a seconder? Trustee Berzovich. We are adjourned. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.